Hello, my name is Ed Zachary, Director of the Medina County Veterans Service Office. I have always considered the month of May to be the month dedicated to our military, for we start out the month with the much celebrated Loyalty Day, a day set aside to reaffirm our loyalty to the United States and the recognition of our heritage to American freedom. The Friday before Mother's Day, we pay tribute to our military spouses on Military Spouse Appreciation Day. And then on the third Saturday of the month, we celebrate Armed Forces Day, which honors those currently serving in the United States military. But as the month of May ends, we arrive at the last Monday of the month for what has become that most sacred and honored of American holidays. What used to be known as Decoration Day, now known as Memorial Day. A day here in the United States where we take time to stop and remember those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice, our war dead. COVID-19 has reminded us all on how precious life can be. Unexpected and perhaps even deadly conditions wait for us around every corner. With the outbreak of a worldwide pandemic, for the first time, many Americans are seeing firsthand what it means to look into the eye of the enemy. In the early days of the pandemic, I saw that same scared look on many faces standing in line at a box store. That same look I remember seeing on the faces of young men and women before deployment, or on a mission while in a combat zone. Unexpected risks and danger are not something new to those that served in our military. This Memorial Day stands to be different than those in the past here in Medina County. What typically marks the beginning of summer and starts off with parades and fanfares and speeches honoring those that have passed and giving thanks for those that are still with us, will now be a day of social distancing without the ordeal of public gathering to pay our respect to our fallen. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. After all, the true spirit of Memorial Day lies within the tombs of those we lost to battle and within the hearts and minds of those they served with and then returned home to live out their lives. So this Memorial Day, let us try to make it personal. Let us stop and remember, perhaps a stroll through a local cemetery to read some of the names on the tombstones of those veterans that came home to Medina County to live out their lives. Perhaps we sit down with our children and spend an hour researching the American Battle Monuments Commission on one of their cemeteries around the world. Take the time to learn about the thousands of young men and women that have never returned home from war and are laid to rest where they have fallen in the heat of battle. You could even visit our website at medinacountyveterans.org and research one of the memorials right here within our county. When was it dedicated? Why is it there? Why are these county memorials important to us? Some of the communities around the county will be having a virtual Memorial Day. However you decide to spend your day, what is important is that we take time to remember. Yes, Memorial Day is more than the start of summer, more than a parade. It's a day to take time to decorate those graves of the men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice while serving our great country. Those that came home and lived with the horrors of wars and the memories of the comrades they lost, and those that are still with us that know how important it is to take the time to remember. So I ask that each of you take at least a moment and stop with our nation for a national moment of remembrance. Wherever you are at 3 p.m. local time this Memorial Day, pause for a duration of 1 minute to remember those that have died in military service, to the United States of America and those freedoms we sometimes take for granted. I want to thank you for making Medina County a great place to be a veteran. God bless America, and please stay safe. We'll get through this together.